My heart has been going out to Islamic Dawah team and Muslim community last couple of days. Since Sheikh Yasir Qadi and members of Islamic Dawah team put a video up on the holes in the preservation of the Quran. I think it was yesterday we get to see a video which was put together approximately 2 hours 26 minutes video by a Muslim missionary, part of Islamic Dawah team, Adnan Rashid. He's just like trying to make more cheese holes, more holes. And in that video, he expresses that he has the Quran from the 1st century of Islam and identifies that Quran as the Cairo manuscripts. Manuscripts in Cairo, Huseyni manuscripts. Let's listen to him.
Okay, in different libraries. Okay, we even have complete copies. The Huseyni mosque manuscript, which is from the 1st century in Cairo. Okay, Huseyni mosque manuscript is from the 1st century of Islam. It's in Cairo. It is 99% complete. The complete text of the Quran. Only first 2 or 3 pages are missing. Surah Al-Fatiha and maybe the very early verses of Surah Baqarah are missing. The rest of the Quran is there. Huseyni mosque manuscript. Allahu Akbar. So if someone asks me what would you write on a blank copy, a blank notebook, if you were asked to write the Quran, I would write exactly that manuscript.
And that
which is exactly the same as what we read at home today. So why are Christian missionaries going on a victory parade? Let's see what Yasir Qadi said. And
no one is going victory parade. All we are just being grateful that finally you are expressing to us, yup, there are holes in the traditional account of the Quran, and as a members of the Da'wah team, I'm gonna make from this hole more hole like a cheese hole, and mouse will make more holes in that. But so what we heard is Huseyni manuscripts, which is in Cairo, identified as complete Quran. 99% of it's complete. Only 2-3 pages is missing, beginning of Surah Fatiha and Surah Fatiha and beginning of Surah Baqarah, Surah 1 and Surah Baqarah, Surah 2. Just essential corrections. That's not true. And plus, when someone says they've got the 1st century Quranic manuscripts, what they mean is the Quranic manuscripts which dates is or must be before 719. Before 719. Okay, that is the date we are looking. 1st century of Islam from 620 to 719. In case my pronunciation is bad, 719, that's 719. That's the 1st century of Islam. So in here, I don't have really that much time to go through 2 hours video, but this is just like the things I don't even need to do any preparation. So in here, what I have is Huseyni manuscripts. That is like, I always call those things as the miracle of Islam. So in here, let's see, let me put the menu on. Okay, in here we have the Huseyni manuscripts. Okay, just open the book. Okay, I don't know which page is this since I'm not Arabic speaker, but with my limited knowledge, I can simply say this is the Kufic writings, Kufi scripts. Okay, therefore it is not clearly from the time of Uthman. It is not from the time of Uthman. So within 1st century, we already discredit this is not the Uthmanic Quran, but manuscripts. But I don't need to kind of deal with that. I'm not the expert in the area. I'm just simply Christian who concerns for the eternity of their Muslims. Let's go and see what Muslims are gonna tell us. Please do follow with me. Okay. So page. Okay, this is gonna be pretty tricky, but anyway, do please bear with me. Page 118 of the introduction part of it, you can simply see Mushaf was copied on skin with simply Kufi script. Four folios are missing. Page numbers of those folios are 101, 638, 884, 1052, because missing folios are after those pages. So page after 100 is missing, page after 637 is missing, page after 883 is missing, page after 1051 is missing. And let's continue and see what the Muslim scholars are telling us. Muslim scholars are telling us there are mistakes, spelling mistakes in this Mushaf, and then here's the page with the examples, and then another example in this page, and then of course he goes and then simply emphasize for us that this is not the Mushaf of Uthman. For centuries, Muslims have been telling us Cairo is one of the Uthmanic Mushaf. But what Altıkulaç is telling us, this is not the Uthmanic manuscript. And then again, he thinks that's very important. He emphasized that once again in here. And then also in previous page expressed this is not the Mushaf which they believed it was the Mushaf of Caliph Uthman. And then in this page, page 124, we will get to see the dates. You will see how there are lots of debates regarding the dates of the manuscripts. So we do have people who are dating these manuscripts in the end of 2nd century of Hijrah, in the 8th century, end of 2nd century of Hijrah, early will be from 720 to it's gonna go like 719 to gonna go end of the 800, end of the 700s, 2nd century of Hijrah, or we can simply say in our calendar 8th century, and the beginning of 3rd century of Hijrah, which is our 9th century. So date for these manuscripts has been proposed as early as the 2nd century of Hijrah and also the 3rd century of Hijrah, which is 8th century, and 9th century for those of us who kind of follows our calendar. And then of course you do have other opinion which expresses as the first half of the 1st century, but that's gonna simply debunked. Why? Because writing is Kufic writing, okay? And then again, it was said beginning of the Surah Fatiha and beginning of the Surah Baqarah, Surah 2 is missing, but you will get to see here actually no, 4 folios are missing, and that's not the beginning of Surah Fatiha. I'll show you the Surah Fatiha in a bit. And then of course it doesn't stop there. This is heartbreaking to show it to you, but we do have pages. This is not full pages, but we do have the not the full examples, but we do have examples in here. You can see the variations with this manuscript versus other manuscripts. That was page 1. This is page 2, another page of the variations, and then page 3 as the variations, and then it goes on. And then please look at the writings, okay? This is the example from the manuscripts. It is, some of the pages are very well preserved, but you can simply also see some of the pages are not preserved well at all. While there are the debates regarding the dating of the manuscripts, one of the clear thing comes out is these manuscripts is not from time of Muhammad, not from time of Abu Bakr, not from time of Uthman, and not one of the Uthmanic manuscripts. One of the thing comes out is it is not identified as the full complete Quran. full complete Quran supposed to be, according to you today, 6,236 verses of the Quranic verses with 114 chapters. Sadly, these manuscripts doesn't contain that. But let me go and introduce a date. Dr. Putin, which Adnan Rashid uses him as an authority in the video, when you watch the video, full video, would simply say this is because it is the Kufic script. It will he will identify for sure this is as the not first century manuscripts. And if my readings were correct, this manuscripts is identified as Abbasid periods. That means mid 8th century, from 750s earliest, and then it will of course go on. Nothing personal, but remember, when Muslims go to the authorities, or try to go to the authorities, or try to propose you books regarding the writings, probably they never bother to read, probably they never even read the scholars' articles on this, because I didn't even need you to do any research to bring up those dates. Dr. Putin expresses this as probably second century of Islam, and he would put this in the date of Abbasids period, and then writing is the Kufic. So therefore that should be very not Einstein work, dear Islamic Dawah team. With that in note, I will be at Speakers Corner tomorrow. If Adnan Rashid is there, we will be asking those dates. But if he's not there, I am afraid he will just have to watch the video, and hopefully he will learn. And I'm expecting apologize to all Muslim world by Muslims for continuing to deceive people. There are holes in the traditional account of Islam, and today Islamic Dawah team is making these holes with more holes and more holes, and it looks like you left lots of cheese to the mouses. That mouses are eating those cheese, and holes are getting bigger and bigger. Cairo, manuscripts in Cairo identified as the Huseyni Mushaf, sadly not from the 1st century of Hijrah. We will see you again.